Did you know oyster fishing was a $23.4 million industry in 2013? No? Well, you see, oysters are a mollusk, which are in the same family as octopus and snails. Well, according to the article, Our World is an Oyster, written by Sally Noble, oysters may change gender depending on which gender is more in need of in an oyster reef. Therefore, oysters are more than a slimy textured animal that is settled in a low surface in deep ocean water. They are not only beneficial to us, but to the environment as well, although the environment could either damage or enhance the growth of an oyster. The quality of the water could either harm the oysters or cause them to flourish. The sudden change in salinity can be the cause of mortality. Also, the higher the salinity, the more predators that it attracts. In September 2008, in an article, Big Oyster Battle Brewing in Texas by Matt Cooper, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department estimated Hurricane Ike covered about 60% of the oyster reef in the Galveston Bay, causing the oyster prices to rise. For example, in Smith Point, Texas, a company called Jerry's Seafood has reduced their amount of employees from 200 employees to almost 100 due to the insufficient amount of oysters. I fortunately was raised in Smith Point, and growing up, instead of being told to eat your greens, to be big and strong, I was told to eat my oysters. According to my audience analysis survey, most of you have ate seafood at various restaurants. Well, many people do not only like eating oysters because of its taste, but because of its advantages. According to an article, The Oyster by Joyce Bryant, oysters rate 106 on the amino acid score, which means they are a complete, high-quality protein source. Not only do oysters keep your energy up, but they make you feel good and about yourself. It also helps your immune system, helps get rid of acne, and eases rashes. Hurricane Ike damaged the oyster population in the Galveston Bay, causing a decrease also in the filtration of the water. An average oyster filters about 50 gallons of water a day. That is a current of about 2.08 gallons per hour. That is also an oyster feeds. That's how also an oyster feeds, by feeding on the food particles in the water. Overall, guys, oysters have been eaten since the 1700s and before then. They are prepared in different ways or simply eaten raw. After you eat oysters, people wonder if the shells are disposed of in the trash. The answer is no. Many people use the oyster shells as decorations and even as driveways. Unfortunately, the oysters with pearls are not edible. So your chances of finding an oyster with a pearl are very slim. Oysters are beneficial in so many ways, therefore demand for oysters remains so high. Not only does the oysters help our body in many ways, but also helps our ocean. So next time you're eating an oyster, think about all the benefits you will consume at that one sitting. Thank you, guys.